Would you, yes, you watching this video, like your quads to be bigger, cut up, and more defined? While I could show you how it's done, why wouldn't I just borrow the physique of the Keto Savage himself, WNBF Pro Robert Sykes? We are going to be isolating the teardrops of the quads. That is the vastus medialis, which is your inner quad head, and the vastus lateralis, which is the outer quad head for that sweep. As far as gear goes, Robert doesn't use a belt because he's a savage. I like to use a thin leather weight belt though to brace my core because I feel like it gives me more power. So for your feet, you can go barefoot or use hard sole shoes, or if you're in the Pacific Northwest, Bergenstock sandals. They work just dandy. As far as weight selection goes, definitely start with absolutely no weight at all. I'm talking just your body weight and the machine. Trust me, that will be plenty. You're going to want to shoot from anywhere from 12 to 20 reps on your first set if you can, and then add weights in very small increments. We were just adding tens. You want to do that until you start failing less than 12 reps. I was able to get 20 with my body weight on the first set, and then by the time that we got up to 60 pounds, we were both failing around 10 to 12 reps to eccentric failure. As far as form goes, for your foot position, Robert likes to have his feet low. I like to have mine a little bit higher. Figure out whichever one works better for you and whatever you're most comfortable with. Flex your glutes and your abs hard. You want to lock them in place because this isn't even really a squat by definition. This is more like a reverse leg extension. So your hips should not be moving or bending at all. As far as a mind muscle connection, the best way that I've been able to connect with my teardrops of my quads on this exercise is to visualize a leg extension. You want to think of this more like a leg extension and think about kicking your toes forward. Just speaking for ourselves on this one, we can both do this move without any joint pain, but if you do experience joint pain, stop. It's just not worth it. There are plenty of other quad exercises that'll give you the legs that you want, but if you can do sissy hack squats like this without pain, you will be glad that you added these to your leg routine. Descend slowly until your calves touch your hamstrings. That's how you know you're all the way down. Once they touch, you're going to explode upward. As far as locking out goes, I never lock out on any squat variation personally because I feel like I lose muscle tension, so I descend right before my legs are fully extended. Robert, however, likes to flex and pump his quads at the top. Two different coaches, two different styles. Figure out what works best for you. If my quads look like that, I'd probably be flexing them at the top too. As far as tempo goes, due to the danger of this highly advanced hack squat variation, go slower than you do on most leg exercises with this one. You'll be glad you did. Thanks for watching, everyone. Keep it locked in here at Skullbells TV for all your hypertrophy training needs. And while you're at it, go plug in an episode of the Keto Savage podcast. Robert and Crystal have over 600 episodes now, and I have not heard a bad one yet, except for maybe one of the ones that I was featured on. In fact, the Keto Savage podcast was the inspiration behind us starting the SupersetYourLife.com podcast. You probably follow Robert Sykes on the Instagram already, and if you don't, make sure that you do. He is about to compete at WNBF Worlds and is nearly the leanest man on the planet. He's documenting every piece of his journey, so follow him and be inspired.